hello and welcome. You're listening to the Dungeon Speak podcast, a D&D campaign based on Greek mythology. My name is Todd, and I will be the DM for this adventure. Now the players will say hello themselves.
Hey everyone, I'm Dimitris and I'm playing Castor.
Hello, my name is Becca and I play Kiriki.
Hey, my name is Kevin and I play Malachi.
Hi, my name is Magda and I'm playing Nepheli.
I was watching anime and I was just thinking and curious, if your character that you're playing right now was just dropped, flung into, or started living in any anime, which anime do you think would best suit them and why?
I'm not an avid anime viewer. I've seen a few, but not enough, I think, to have a broad selection of universes to drop him in. But the two that I would like to see Castor in would either be Fairy Tale, charming it with some of the guild masters, or Delicious in Dungeon.
Oh my god, he would do so well in
He would be great for that
Dungeon.
one. Yeah.
Yes,
Oh my God.
with a dwarf together, having fun, cooking.
Oh my
I
god,
think he
him
would
and
love it.
Senshi would be such good friends. Would
That's a good
Castor
one.
eat monster?
Oh, probably not though. You're right. there is a snag. Yeah,
He would do great in Fairy Tale.
I think so too.
I don't think he'd be part of the guild, but he'd be that wise old man who gives good quests.
Just the guy who gives the quests.
No, you know what? I think he could he'd have his own guild. Like he wouldn't be part of the Fairy Tale guild, but he'd be another guild.
Oh, yeah, probably. I don't know. I mean, like I said, I don't know a lot. So
It's a good pick, though.
I think for Nepheli it might be a bit niche anime. It's Kamisama Hajime Mashita. English title is Kamisama Kiss. It's like a shoujo romance of a girl which gets transported into the Shinto world with literal gods and
Ooh.
her being human in a spirit world. Meanwhile, Nepheli is a demigod, like separated from that divine part of her, like having no godly company.
Mm-hmm.
It would be like a perfect inverse, and it would be best for her in terms that it would be the most familiar. Like she'd find sort of comfort in how similar it would be.
Okay. That makes sense. I think if we're all being honest with ourselves, Malachi would thrive in the world of Attack on Titan.
Yes!
Oh shit, that would be
Just-
terrible for that world.
Just a horrible, no good, dirty, rotten world with a psychopathic murderer running around. Just like he'd show up, he wouldn't even get the fucking like razor swords, I forget what they're called, but they're swords that they have. He wouldn't even need that. He'd just use the scythe. He'd just go crazy.
I think you would be the version of Levi which hadn't joined the corps.
Yeah. As soon as I thought about it for like even a second, I was like, I don't even need to think hard. This is just, the man was designed for a fucked up world like Attack on Titan.
See, I thought the same thing for Kiriki, and I was like, I don't think Kiriki would fit super well in Attack on Titan.
Evil Mikasa.
And also, but I also think that Malachi would do better in something like Jujutsu Kaisen.
I can't picture him in that though.
But he it's like, he would have like magic, his magic and stuff, because it would be his sorcery abilities. And I think he could have like a really cool like domain expansion. I think he would. Jujutsu Kaisen is very bloody and very gory and like very dark.
I raise another suggestion for Malachi, Chainsaw Man.
That's what I was thinking for Kiriki. I think Kiriki would thrive in Chainsaw Man.
I think Kiriki would be great for Chainsaw Man. Yes, absolutely.
I think she would be human with a pact with the devil, and thrive in that world.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Malachi fits better in the Jujutsu Kaisen world rather than Attack on Titan, in my opinion.
Becca.
Yes.
Which devil would Kiriki have a contract with?
I think it would have to be like a made-up devil. It couldn't be one of the ones that are already like established. It'd have to be something else. Now, I've not watched a lot of Chainsaw Man, and I know a brief amount about it. I could not have a full conversation about it. I just know enough that Kiriki would do best in Chainsaw Man over many other animes.
Something like a vengeance devil, or
it'd have to be some kind of like, I would say like a spider devil. Something along those lines.
Something to give the creep factor correct.
Yep. I can't think of many other animes other than more like niche ones that certain characters, or like putting all of our characters into like an isekai anime.
Fuck it. Let's just drop all of our characters into One Piece and we'll call it a day.
My character would be a villain. Absolutely in One Piece.
I agree with that.
I mean, we could all be in something like, what's it called? Where they're stuck in a video game.
Sword Art?
Sword Art.
You could do something like... There are more, like, softer isekai animes that could work for some characters. Like, Sword Art Online is not the option I would pick for this party.
I think isekai into Frieren kind of be like
Kiriki
similarly depressing.
Kiriki would be a demon in Frieren. So would Malachi. Well, no, Malachi wouldn't. Kiriki would be a demon.
The thing about Malachi is that he's basically an undead in various ways. So whatever the label would be, I've never watched Frieren, so I don't know what that is. But
so Frieren has a magic system, but it also has like their enemy in it is demons. But the thing about demons is that they're like animals almost. They look like humans, but they don't have the human emotion. They don't have they're not capable of it, like at all.
Oh, interesting.
And they still eat humans. So they're still like a high predator and like very intelligent who can cast magic and are very strong, but they don't have the human emotion to not be evil, essentially.
Okay.
Like they have zero empathy, like they can't. And they use their human appearance to manipulate humans. But a lot of people, except people who have lived around demons, know that there's no possible way that they can actually coexist with humans. Like there's one part in the show that it's like this little girl she's like a little human, like a little girl demon, and she calls people mama because it keeps humans from killing her. But she actively killed a family after they took her in, after she said that. Yeah, that's so it's up. Like, yeah, it is such a good show, first of all. Fantastic. What about you, Todd? You got any NPCs who would do well in an anime?
Yeah. The one tiefling who had like the laser sword like Darth Maul, he would do good in Star Wars.
I think Palace would be great in One Piece.
I've never seen it.
It's pirates.
It's pirates.
Pirates who can't swim.
It's really weird pirates.
Wait, what? Did you say pirates who can't swim?
Yeah, so they eat something called
devil fruit.
Devil's fruit, yeah. And when they get it, they get powers. And when they eat it, it takes away their ability to swim.
Classic.
So they're all on boats, and some of them don't. Not everybody eats a devil fruit, so not everybody can't swim. But the big powerhouses of the show eat them and can't swim.
It's not about swimming, it's that it takes away their power. It's like, right? It's not that they lose the ability to swim. They get very weak in seawater.
I think
they lose
so.
their powers. Yeah, for sure. It's like that.
People talk about it a lot.
Yeah. I know enough to hold a conversation. It's a lot of episodes.
Yeah, live action was pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, I've been trying to watch anime, and I thought I did good by watching the entire show, the Star Wars one, and then people were like, "Oh, that was an anime," and I was like, "Cool." So then I started watching the Airbender one, the Avatar, and then after about an hour of debate, I found out that wasn't real anime. So I was like, "Well, fuck y'all." I guess I'm just trying to watch random shit. Hope it lands.
If you want anime recommendations, I'd be happy to help you with that.
The Sword Art Online is the one that I want to watch, and I started watching one was, I put all my stats into defense or something like that.
Oh, Bofuri. That was really good.
So I actually did. I got 4 episodes into that one before that. The Crunchyroll was like, "Do you want to subscribe?" And I was like, "Sure don't."
You can watch it on Hulu if you have Hulu.
Oh, I do now. I have to. It sucks. It was a bundle deal.
If you have Netflix, you can watch Delicious in the Dungeon, which is, I think you would absolutely adore.
You will love it.
Mm-hmm.
I have been recommended. I watched part of it. They did a D&D show or something like that.
Mm.
Oh.
It's just a feel-good fun time.
I think you would like it. The main character is fantastic, and they go about eating monsters, and then they go into like real detail of like how they can eat the monster, like parts to avoid, and they even cook, so you get to watch them make the monster food. So it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a cooking show, but not great.
Yeah.
It's a cooking show, but D&D. It's a D&D cooking show.
Nice.
Also, just a great idea for a mini campaign. Just a D&D cooking show.
Yeah, that could work. That'd be a lot of fun. You gotta hunt all the ingredients out.
Yeah.
Not a terrible idea. I do like cooking.
Quest for ingredients.
Speaking of cooking, Todd, do you think that the demons would make a good meal? Because we've got a lot of bodies left over.
Hello, my name is Becca, and you are listening to the Dungeon Speak podcast.
There was a year the grove did not grow. No blight, no curse, just nothing. Seeds refused to sprout. Vines held still. Even the air felt like it was waiting. Demeter came first. She walked the paths, touched the soil, said nothing. Then others arrived, drawn by the silence. Aphrodite brought warmth. Dionysus brought celebration. Even Hermes suggested encouragement. Nothing worked. Finally, one of the visiting gods, their name has been lost to me, offered a solution, a ritual. Ancient, effective. It would force the grove to bloom. There was only one cost. Something living, bound to the grove, had to be ended to awaken the rest. The argument lasted all night. Some said it was worth it, one life for the whole. Others said the grove would recover in time. The god who proposed it grew impatient. What matters is the result, they said. A living grove is better than a dead one. So they chose a tree, an old one, strong, silent. The ritual was performed at dawn. The grove exploded into life. Flowers bloomed in seconds. Vines surged. Fruit ripened before it could fall. It was perfect. Too perfect. The paths changed. The air grew heavy. Growth became tangled, aggressive, unnatural. By nightfall, the grove was choking itself. Demeter ended it with a single step. Silence returned. The dead tree remained, and nothing grew around it for a long, long time. The grove did recover, but not because of the ritual. It recovered when it was allowed to heal without being forced. That god was never invited to visit again. So, remember, a good ending means little if you have to break something sacred to reach it.
Okay.
Short and sweet.
The sweet things are always short. I know, there's
All
a
right.
couple of jokes that I was like, don't do it, Todd.
You say so, Dad.
Just gonna leave that one there. Just gonna let that one sit.
Anyways. So, what happened last time? The noon sun hangs mercilessly over Oropos, its white light flattening the land and baking the cracked earth beneath your feet, the party's. Yet the air feels wrong, thick, metallic, and faintly sour, as if something unseen has spoiled it, like the demons have tainted this area, this land, this city. Beyond the wooden palisade, the waters of the Eubian Gulf lie unnaturally dark, but a bruised black-green, its surface sluggish and silent, carrying the distant scent of rot instead of salt. Inside the walls, burned mud huts slump in charred ruin, the sharp tang of ash and scorched clay clinging to the nose with every breath. The surrounding terrain stretches in dry, uneven scrubland, dotted with high and rocky hills and sparse brush that rustle faintly in a wind too warm to be comforting. From the blackened doorways, figures begin to emerge, gaunt soldiers and tattered remnants of Greek armor, their skin caked in mud, eyes hollow but alive, stepping carefully past the corpses of twisted demons strewn across the ground. The faint crunch underfoot and the low, disbelieving breaths of the freed men and women, the only sounds breaking the oppressive stillness. It is done. The strange gang has freed the people that were imprisoned here in Oropos. The people that Nefeli saw during the fall of the harbor town are mostly unseen, but she may recognize a few faces. Kiriki and Malachi, previously released captives from a camp like this, but meant for non-fighting people, so that may be where most of the people that she saw would be. Most of the demons are dead. There are still a few in the gardens and roads towards the hills. The large and monstrous demon that was tasked with protecting the crystals that would ensure demonic fighters for the area is dead. The party knows that demons are trying to find ways of staying permanently here in the land, even if the party doesn't fully understand the meaning or divinity behind it. This is no small feat. Soldiers were brought in and out of here. A factory for dependable demons, even if weaker, is shut down. As the party split, Malachi and Nefeli found a hut with one corpse in it, a man with a garb of a city watchman from Alephses, but a man and a woman fighting a demon. The woman, an obvious follower of Athena and a broad man. Malachi gives the man a dagger as the woman entangles the demon. Malachi kills the demon as the man shanks him, prison yard style. Kiriki goes right, with Castor trailing far behind her and checking on people who were on the ground in previous buildings. Castor found 2 dead people and several wounded, likely the prisoners fighting back after the demon called for them all to be executed after realizing the boss was not by the shore where the intruders came from. Kiriki turned a corner as a demon came around another corner. They locked eyes as Kiriki immediately charged, slow motion style, running by a doorway that had a woman inside with a makeshift spear. The woman cocked her head as this masked figure with an emerald green sword in one hand ran by, but Kiriki went to work. Kiriki almost kills this demon by herself, and the stranger plus Malachi join the fight. However, it is Nefeli who gets the kill. Nefeli didn't just defeat the demon, she gave it a cold reception and made sure it wouldn't be an isolated incident. But after the woman introduced herself as Philonike and gives you all a Spartan salute, what would you like to do?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Who gave a Spartan salute?
The Philonike, the woman standing in front of Kiriki, across from her.
Okay. Malachi, as he kind of approaches to where Kiriki is standing, I believe that he had just gotten up there by the time that the demon was frozen solid. He stands amidst them and he kind of looks to Kiriki, looks up at this woman, looks around. Have we gone through? We haven't gone through every building here yet, have we?
Not on this side of camp. You guys went through the southern side, went across the middle, and then went to the north. While you're not in initiative, though, I do want to remind you of something before I forget again. The middle market area where all the bodies were for the people who couldn't make it, on those tables are where weapon and armor are kept or stored from the moment. And that's where demons picked up spears before and hucked them at Kiriki. So just keep that in mind going forward.
Okay. Yeah, Malachi stops for a second to acknowledge the frozen demon, acknowledge the woman. He gives her kind of an off glance, like he sees her salute in that way, and there's this face he makes that he can't quite control, just like a mix between disgust and, honestly, I think if Castor was close enough, he might be able to make out the other emotion, but it's a little bit of a fear response. Kiriki probably doesn't notice, let's be honest. But he does not broach a conversation or stop to talk. He continues moving up and around the corner of the next building, making his way around to the door to try and see what's in there.
All right. Go ahead. There are 2 more buildings. Oh, I'm sorry, 3 more that you haven't checked. So the one that, the 2 on the right, the very southern one, the door seems to have been ripped off. Like maybe somebody was trying to shut themselves in there. There's a dining room table in there. There's a lot of blood on the floor. The northern of the 2 over there, when you go in there, you will see barrels and flour. So it's probably some kind of brewing for wine. You can smell fruit in the air. It has not been touched in a while. You don't believe the demons are connoisseurs of wine, but you never know. Get to know them. Have a drink. Find out.
I gotta figure out if Chase likes red or white wines.
The one to the north there, by Kiriki still, that one, if you go in there, you will actually see 3 men that are on the smaller side. There's 2 older ones, there's 2 younger ones, but they're very thin. Like they spend a lot of time running, not a lot of time eating. So, but they are unhurt and they are all just like huddled up on one side of the building in fear. But other than that, that is the last building that you have to check. There's no more danger within the palisade walls.
Malachi is going to go into this last building, closing the door behind him, and he is just going to sit for a moment on some of the supplies in here and just like run his fingers through his hair and breathe a little bit, as he has been almost dead and resurrected like 5 times today and had no time to stop and breathe. So he is taking a moment to breathe now.
Yeah, I mean, you don't hear any fighting outside. It almost sounds peaceful, which in your life is weird, these little moments.
So that's what Malachi is doing. I'm curious to hear what everyone else is doing.
Kiriki looks at the one who saluted her. Does she recognize the stance?
I would say so. They have a bit of a reputation, and you're an intelligent person who's been around a while and traveled, so you would probably recognize her.
Not her specifically, but just her stance.
Oh, the stance.
Correct?
Yes, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Okay,
Was
it just weapons or was there armor on the table as well?
In the middle of the town?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am, there's armor and weapons. There's shields, spears, swords, bows, light armor, heavy armor, medium armor. Like, It seems like they have been collecting people in the buildings and then in the middle collecting weapons, but you haven't seen a lot of demons using weapons.
Okay. There is some equipment in the center of town. I don't think there are any more demons left. You should probably arm yourself, though. There might be more around the town.
She will nod at you in respect, drop the spear, and then start walking towards the middle of town like it's just another day in the neighborhood.
Cool. Kiriki saw you skirted around us.
Yeah, he walked right past the both of you. He acknowledged you, he acknowledged the frozen demon, and he acknowledged the woman, kind of, and then continued moving without saying a word.
Okay.
So at the end of the fight, Kiriki sees him walking off to her right.
Okay, yeah,
Yes.
Kiriki will, once she directed her that there's equipment in the center of town, she will follow behind Malachi. But he has disappeared.
He's closed the door.
Castor will also advise these two captives in this hut in front of me, right?
Yeah,
To his
so the
left?
building that you're nearby is the one where this woman came out of, and the one that Kiriki ran by. Nobody's actually been in there yet, but you do see two gentlemen in there. They seem to be decently frightened. One of them is kind of weather-beaten, like dark hair. He does have a red cloak, but he does not show. And you don't really recognize a lot of city-states or where people are from. But he looks afraid, unlike the woman who left. And then there's also an older man, gray stubble, sunken cheeks. He's actually naked except for a corded belt around his waist.
Oh. Well, that's awkward.
I'll go look into the house. Who killed this demon in the house?
I'm sorry, one more time?
Who killed the demon in the house?
You see the one who kind of looks weather-beaten. He'll introduce himself as Leon, but he says, the woman, she was like a rabid animal.
Oh, right. Are you both all right?
He nods yes. The older one just kind of has this like stare. Like every time, even if he looks towards you, it's like he's looking past you.
I believe we've cleared the camp of demons, but to be safe, you should really arm yourselves. There's armor and weapons at the plaza in the middle of the camp. You should really hurry and get yourself equipped. I know it's difficult right now, and I know you're scared, but we must do the needful.
The man named Leon thanks you and starts kind of walking out. And he looks at the one on the ground who's like kind of sitting there and just kind of staring off. And then he walks out, leaving him behind.
And I will also follow Kiriki because I saw her. So I quickly check on them, and then I see both of them going somewhere, and I assume something's going on. So I'm just going that way myself.
Nefeli, what are you doing? Roaming around this town that used to really suck. Nobody's dead and free.
But he's
I
dead and free. Sorry.
I think Nefeli is still trying to like stay out of reach of the now freed prisoners, and like she noticed that the air feels heavy, like you mentioned, the sea smelling of rot. And I would like to ask, could I, by any chance, roll and try to analyze the source of it? Like, what nature is it?
Go ahead and roll a nature check or arcana check.
Oof.
Not your best stats, huh?
Yeah, how'd it go?
6.
Well, there is a saying amongst your people in Corinth. When there is actually something strange that's going on in the neighborhood,
Oh my god.
who
Stop.
are you going to call?
You suck, Todd.
Son of a bitch.
You're not really sure. It does smell weird, and it feels different. Like there's a chill in the air, like somebody's always watching you. It's like they have infected the environment, but you don't know if it's natural or if it's something they have done.
So the young 21 years old woman senses that the vibe is off.
Yes, Bet.
So Nephili, is she moving or is she staying where she's at, trying to keep distance?
Staying where she's at. Like, if you guys go a little bit forward, then she will as well, but she will keep distance and try to, like, pick paths that aren't, like, populated.
You will notice that the people kind of behind you from where the fight were, like if you turn to look towards the center of town, they'll be on your right. The man and the woman, the broad one and the one with the Athena tattoo on her chest, they're kind of watching you, but they're sticking together and keeping a distance from you as much as you are from them.
Is Kiriki going to, like, enter?
Oh, yeah. She definitely does not knock. She just kind of throws the door open because social graces are not her forte.
Yeah. Malachi is, like, sitting on some bags of, like, supplies and stuff like that. And he's, like, wearily looks over to her as she enters in and gives kind of a half-assed little wave with one of his hands. I'm fine, just needed a minute.
Yeah, that was a lot.
I feel a little torn. Feel like we've done something good. Like we saved some people for once. But I can't help but feel like this overwhelming pressure that we still haven't done anything.
I feel like we've done some things. We've done a lot since we've, interacted. We've saved a lot of people. Not, you got to take your victories where you can. You can't always just expect it to be, big, impactful things all the time.
I mean, we did kill that big demon. Somewhat.
We did.
Begins to stand up and, like, he rotates his shoulder a little bit. We should probably make sure that the survivors know of a safe place. His head tilts down to look at the floor for a little longer than normal. The woman that was out there, she seemed Spartan.
Yeah, I think that's what she said.
He just nods silently. Okay.
Did you want to take a second? I'm sure Castor and Nephili will probably do a lot better at actually talking to people. No, you're good with people. I will keep my distance. That way I do not spook them any more than they're already spooked.
I feel like anybody who saw us in action would know that we're here to help them, and I doubt that you would be the most terrifying thing they've seen lately. That being said, I do think I should maybe just hang back a few minutes.
Yeah, take your time. Well, we can gather the people, the survivors, make them outfitted. I wonder if Castor can still do his little berry thing. Maybe give him a little bit of energy.
The man never seems to run out of the berries. I'm sure he'll figure it out.
All right. Is he still standing or did he sit back down?
He's still standing.
Kiriki will walk over and ruffle his hair and then leave again.
As she's like starting to walk out the door, he says, "Are you okay, by the way? Did they hurt you?"
I'm fine.
He gives a nod and then slowly starts to sit back down.
Like, she is like real bloody and stuff, but it's not like it's nothing she couldn't just walk her off.
Yep, we can never really tell how much of that blood was self-inflicted or not, so. As long as she says she's fine, Malachi trusts her that she has a good assessment of her own health. So he sits back down on these supplies and just kind of leans back as much as he can. Keeps taking a break.
Kiriki will walk out and see Castor. Oh, hey.
Hello.
I think he's having a crisis, but he'll be fine.
He's a tough lad.
We should check the building for survivors now that I think we've eradicated the demons and see if we can get everybody together in the center. Arm who we can. Can you do your little berry thing? Maybe give them a little bit of energy.
That's a pretty good idea. I will do that.
He waves his one hand over the other and mutters some words, and just poof, some berries appear in his palm.
There we go.
Perfect. I guess we can walk around and gather up people to the center. I'll find Nephili and put her on the same task. Is she still standing where she was? Has Nephili moved at all? Nephili?
She stayed behind, but like near-ish.
Okay. Kiriki will like pop around the corner and be like, "Oh, there you are." We are going to be gathering up the survivors in the center of town. Do you think you can help gather people?
Yeah, sure.
Castor's going to feed them.
That's nice of him.
Maybe you too. You look like you could use some food.
Honestly, I just want to rush into finally getting out of here so I could just collapse somewhere.
Yes, well, it won't be wise to move with this many people without letting them rest, getting some food, and outfitted so that we can leave. Looks like this is mostly soldiers. This isn't really civilians, what we normally deal with.
Sure, whatever you suggest is best.
Kiriki does not understand social graces, so she is going to keep going. She does not pick up that Nephili seems upset. I'm going to check this building, because I don't think anybody did. The building where we killed the frost demon right outside. We never went in there.
Frost demon.
Frosted bitch. Yeah.
He's been He's been upgraded.
You don't want that one. He's higher CR.
Okay.
So you walk in there and you see three, I'm going to use the word men, but one of them is very young looking, like he looks maybe 16 to 18. But he's young. He looks like he could have been handsome at some point in his life. He's got like hollow eyes, and he has a purple striped cloak. And you actually recognize it as someone who would have been under the sacred band from Thebes. Like maybe you saw them running around, but they were messenger boys for Thebes, and they would just run between the armies and run across battlefields for the general to give Thebes. To give the Sacred Band their messages from the general himself. There is another man in there who is slender. He has a lot of scarves around his scars. He has a lot of scarves. He has a lot of scars around his legs. He's got his hair is cut very, very short, but he is very, very toned. His legs are in way better shape than his upper body. He will introduce himself as Mirini, of Tanagra, and he says that he was a messenger person who had to memorize all the land around and the maps. And then there's another one who is quite large, but his name is Orises, and he just is looking around, and looks like he's studying you. As soon as you come in, he starts kind of studying you and trying to understand you. And I actually forgot so the first one's name was Manon, but Orestes says, "Where'd you get the mask?"
What?
The mask? I've never seen anything like it. I don't see anything.
It's very old, older than you will ever be.
I wish to know about it.
That is
Please?
given to me by an old man long time ago.
Is he a friend?
He was my friend. Kind of. He was not my friend. I lied. I don't think he was my friend.
Why not?
This is such a weird conversation.
I haven't had a new conversation in a while. I'm sorry.
Well, you can go make new friends in the center. We're gathering up everybody.
Is it safe?
Yes, we killed all the demons.
You did?
Yes.
May the gods bless you.
Even the big thing in the ocean. Let's go.
Like, you start to walk away and you hear this, the what?
That's right, motherfuckers. He even killed the ones you didn't see.
Is the old man, that guy in the room that Feliki came out of, is he still in there just kind of cowering on the ground?
Yeah, but you're not really sure cowering is the word to use. Like, you walk in there and he's not shaking. The scared one was the other one, Leon. But, this guy, he just kind of like, he'll look up at you, but it looks like he's looking at the ceiling and not you. And if you move, he doesn't really follow you. It's like he can't get to you until you reach like a 15-degree mark. Like his eyes won't follow you, but if you walk past him, his eyes will skip to where you are. It's like he's not mentally there, just physically.
Interesting. Kiriki is gonna walk in there. If I can't. There we go. I got stuck on the door.
You see this demon on the ground, and you see stab marks all on its throat, and you see one of its eyes is stabbed out.
Kiriki is going to... He's pretty skinny, right?
Oh, he's very skinny.
Yeah, Kiriki is gonna pick this dude up and throw him over her shoulder like it's nothing.
He says, oh?
And hoist his ass out, because he is obviously not complying with meeting up in the center. And she'll come out with this dude on her shoulder, look at Nefeli, and then keep on going.
Nefeli, do you see this?
I hope so.
Make a perception check.
Perception check.
Oh, yeah.
7.
Okay.
Malachi, at some point, while Kiriki was gathering up people on that northwestern side of the map there, Malachi left the room that he was resting in and walked across camp. He is walking with a purpose. Castor would definitely see him because Castor sees fucking everything, but he seems to be walking with purpose as he moves back towards that side of the camp, and he's going to go into one of the buildings that he remembered them clearing and seeing dead people inside of. And he is going into that room, and he is going to begin funerary rites for those people that have died in there.
All right. Yeah, you see there is the dead demon in the middle, and you pass the guy who was very, very hurt. He introduced himself, I believe, as Damaris. But you can see there is a middle-aged man in here who has rough hands, and then there is a tall but sandy-haired, very thin, gaunt-looking man laying on the floor.
Yeah, Malachi, kind of, as much as he can, will hoist the demon body out and like drag it and toss it outside of the house.
Yeah, you can do that.
And then he's going to lay the two bodies next to one another and find a cloth or something like that to lay over them to begin preparing their bodies for a proper burial. And he's going to be working on that for a little while.
Okay.
I think Nefeli would kind of like instinctively stick close to Castor, because she's once had a dynamic with a wise old man, so it's familiar to her and comforting.
Most are drawn to the wise old man.
I have berries.
Oh, no.
Yes. The Zen aura of Castor is like so inviting after such distress. It's like like in cartoons, someone smells something delicious and they start like floating in the air towards it. That's Nefeli and Castor right now.
If you approach me, as I'm handing out berries to the people there, I give you one as well. Try it. It's really good.
She doesn't know this type of magic, but like she has trusted this man with her life the moment he introduced himself to her. She just pops it into her mouth and eats it without question.
Hey, you restore 1 hit point.
Finally, somebody ate the damn berry.
Major
Best
healing.
berry ever.
But you also feel nourished for the whole day.
Hell
So
yeah.
it really has a very rich taste, and it immediately you feel like it's picking you up.
You're giving out Soylent, essentially.
What?
Soylent.
But yeah, she's definitely going to thank you for it.
How many people are there in total, Todd?
Still alive?
Yeah.
Let's see here. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. There's 12.
Oh shit! I only create 10 berries.
Well, around you in the center of town, there's only 6. 2 of them, the ones that killed a demon with Malachi, they're still decently sticking to the building that they were around. And they were watching Nepheli for a while, just with kind of a weariness or a caution. And then, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot about the one that Kiriki brought here. So I'm just going to randomly... Boop,
yeah, Kiriki drops off a mostly naked old man at some point in time.
Yeah, he only has a corded belt on, so she drops him off. Remember that when you're washing your shoulder later. But she drops him off, and then he just kind of stands there. And then after she walks away to do whatever she does, probably a good 3 minutes after that, you just hear his, "Hey, Q."
Delayed. His connection to the rest of us is just a little bad. He needs better signal or better Wi-Fi.
He's running an older OS.
And Malachi, while you're doing your ritual rites over there, you will hear a little commotion outside of the building as people have started kind of coming out of the mud huts over there on that side of town.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like right now they're all taking turns at the privy.
Understandable, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He takes some time to do his rites, and then he will head back out and notice there's a group gathering as he kind of makes his way down to the south side of that building. He sees the large group. He looks over to them without getting closer and just looks over and says, "Gather at the center of town as soon as possible. Arm yourselves if you know how to use a sword or a spear. We don't know how many more demons may come, or if there are more that are still wandering about. Power in numbers. Stay together."
They adamantly thank you, and then start heading towards the town, or center town. And that's 6 of them from building 5 and 6. But you also see that there's 4 of them gathered around the corpse of the demon. And it looks like 2 of them are kind of looking at it, kind of trying to figure out what it is. And then the other 2 look kind of angry. Mm-hmm. It looks like they were more recently captured. They're still slightly wearing the garb, and you would recognize it because of your recent activities. But they are wearing the garbs of Black Helm guards. And they look decently fucked up. I will go ahead and tell you, one of them is gaunt, and her once pristine black armor is mostly just scraps and scorched leather right now, with kind of some dull spots in it. And she has silver blonde hair that is matted and cut uneven. And one eye appears a little bit clouded from an injury, and her lips are cracked. And she's just angry as fuck about everything happening right now. The other one is kind of a towering man who hunches a little bit to be kind of closer to her level because he feels like she's the only kinship he has at the moment. But it looks like he has a muscular frame that was recently beat down to make him, I'm going to use the word more submissive. And his nose appears broken, and his jaw is slightly misaligned.
Gotcha.
Once everyone is in the center of the town, I'll have Nepheli cast a fourth level prayer of healing to give everyone some pep in their step. everyone gains 24 hit points.
Once we've all convened back at the center. Or are you doing that now?
Well, before you go back, so I do have a couple of questions. A, how many people can that target? Prayer healing.
Up to 6 creatures of your choice that you can see within range.
Nice.
So I'll just... I figure out I'm going to, target myself and 5 of the most injured people.
Okay. Malachi, the 2 Black Helm guards that were studying that corpse of the demon, the woman...
He would have approached them by now as well, by the way.
Yeah, so I don't know how you would feel being recently read out Thebes, especially everything you've been through right there. But as you kind of walk up to them, the woman will, be like, were you able to kill this thing?
He looks down at it for a few moments. I can't remember if this is one that I killed or someone else did, but yes, my group and I were the ones that cleared the camp.
The man, he'll introduce himself as Dorian. He says, do you know what it is?
I don't know a specific term, but we have come to call them demons. If nothing else, just for their shape. But we have killed a great many of them. Various shapes and sizes and power.
They're going to... I'm sorry.
That's it.
Okay. They're going to kind of approach you and look at you and your weapons and your armor. And the woman's going, you defeated it with just a sword and minimal armor.
Malachi draws the sword slowly and in a way that's non-threatening so that they don't feel like he's about to kill them or something. He draws his sword out and he holds it out so that the blade is laying flat against his offhand. And he looks down upon it and says, it may look like a simple blade, but my group and I come on the blessing of gods. This sword is touched with the ability to rend wounds deeper than most in these creatures.
The woman, she looks at you and she starts to put her hand out towards your armor, but then kind of stops. And do you mind? It looks of a make that is slightly familiar, but I don't know what it is. And she'll kind of move around you, and if you don't, I don't want to use the word resist, if you don't argue about it, she will lightly touch it and kind of run her fingers along it.
Yeah, he lets it happen. He just he sticks his arms out a little bit so she can get a better look at the sides and stuff. Yes, it's fine. You look to be Black Helm guardsmen from Thebes, am I correct?
She says, yes, Damaris.
Daenerys. And you? He points over to the man.
Dorian.
I am Malachi. My group has just come from Thebes. I am pleased to tell you the city is liberated from these demons' influence. At least temporarily.
He smiles. This is great news. Malachi of Poseidon. I cannot express the thankfulness that we have.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
I must interrupt you. I cannot accept your thanks if you understand me to be of Poseidon. He is not my patron god.
I'm sorry, I was using the marking.
Yes, the armor is acquired. A gift from Poseidon, but I am not an agent of his. He kind of points, motions to the symbol on the front of the plate that he's painted on and says, I actually represent Hades.
Apologies.
I forgive. I mean nothing by it. I just don't wish to steal any praises from Poseidon. I have enough issues with the gods as it is.
Malachi of Hades, thank you. From deep down. And he holds out his hand for you to shake it.
Malachi grabs up his arm in the classic, bro arm walk thing. It has been a challenging task, but I'm glad to see that you all have survived. Yeah. We are gathering in the center of the camp to rearm and rest.
Yeah, He smiles as he grips your hand tighter as you roll initiative. You see his skin under his hand. It's like bumps are coming out, like some kind of creature is moving under his skin, and you can see in his face also, like across his cheeks, as his hand that you're shaking almost has like a claw coming out of it, as his other hand comes up to attack you. What's your initiative roll?
Fuck you.
Where are you exactly?
21, actually. Sorry.
Castor, isn't that the issue? Oh. What is your initiative bonus? 5 or 4?
It's 4.
By the way, Todd, the way you said as you roll initiative was like a verbal magic trick. You just put it in there.
I sleight of handed me.
Yeah, it was a sleight of
words.
tongue. Yes, it was a sleight of tongue.
Isn't that fun? All right. So Malachi, he's going to hit you once with this claw, and then it's going to be your turn.
Okay.
So you're shaking his hand. You see this bump coming up from under it as you see his other hand come up, and you can see this like black bony claw protruding from these human fingers. Does a 20 total hit?
It does, yes.
Okay, so you're going to take 11 slashing damage, and I need you to make a very important Constitution saving throw.
Very important Constitution saving throw.
Very important.
If you ask so nicely. Oh boy, does a 14 do anything good for me?
It does. You are not paralyzed.
Oh, thank God.
All right, it is your turn. There's a man in front of you. You don't know anything about the one behind you, but you are starting to think that maybe that wasn't on purpose.
Yeah.
Or on accident.
So the claw hits him as he he doesn't scream out, but he like grunts in pain. And then he's just going to like take his sword that he had out a second ago, which is probably sheathed by now. I feel like as they meant to lock hands and stuff, he probably would have sheathed it. So he pulls out his sword, and in the draw, he's going to attempt to slice this man down for attacking him so frivolously.
He has this medium leather on that'll help.
Does a 15 hit his medium armor leather?
Actually, it doesn't.
Damn. That's fine. I got another attack.
We're going to narrow this down like we always do.
Yeah. That's another 15. Jesus.
Unfortunately, those two swings, they just briefly cut against the armor as he kind of ducks out of the way, scraping it but not making contact.
Yeah, Malachi does these two swings. I feel like it makes sense that he would miss his two swings. He's taken off guard. He was fully surprised by this. He took the hit. He missed twice as he kind of panicked, swings his sword around, barely scratching this guy. And then he looks up at him. Does the man look like he's inherited more demonic qualities, or is it just his claw arm?
It looks like he's still undergoing the differences, but you can see the bumps that were in his hand are also on his face, like something is moving beneath the skin.
Okay. Before my turn is over, can I, do I have the ability to just, since I've got movement, I'm not going to move, but I'm going to turn around to view the woman and see if she's making the same kind of transformation.
She is making the same kind of transformation.
And then, just as the last thing before my turn ends, Malachi shouts out, "There's more!" And that's going to be my turn.
Okay, everybody, Kiriki, Nefeli, Castor, roll initiative.
Righty.
Sons of bitches. We were having a bro moment.
I've got 20.
20, that's pretty good.
9.
9, okay. Kiriki.
I got a 10.
Great. That's okay. Only one of them did pretty decent. All right, so the man, you turned around and you feel these scrapes behind as the man will now... He's going to try to jab these claws into your ribs, and then you kind of look over your shoulder at that jab as you see his skin is becoming a little translucent around his face as these large fangs start to show sharp teeth as he is going to try to bite you after he claws you. Mm-hmm. So the claw is going to be a 27 to hit.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, that'll hit.
Well, it's because of flanking. That is 11 points of slashing damage, and please make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. That is a 21.
All right, so you're good to go. And then you feel these teeth try to bite you like on the back of your neck.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 19.
19 would hit, but I'm going to cast a shield spell.
Good idea. Would you like to know what the effect of this bite is?
Not really, but yes.
Okay, and minuses your charisma.
Huh.
No save.
Not my charisma.
So that was a very good call. All right.
Yes.
Nefeli, you heard him say that there's more, but you cannot see him. Please roll a perception check, because you are actually quite far away.
I am literally blind and deaf because I rolled 4.
Damn.
We suck.
Well, so you're about 150 feet away, which is quite a
And
ways.
it was a natural 1 plus 3.
Hey, Magda, I'm the one who rolls bad here. You can't steal my gig, okay?
So you heard something, but you're not exactly sure where it was. You think it might have been Malachi, but it was also, he has kind of a hoarse voice. So it might have been a demon calling to attack. It's hard to tell. But you're not really sure where he is or what he said. Or actually if it was him.
But in general, I can identify it as distressed raised voice.
Yes.
Okay. Can I roughly identify from which direction it has
With
sourced?
a 4, I'm going to say no. You think that Malachi went to the south, but you're not 100% sure because you were talking to Castor about his wisdom and being old and his candy. I mean, berries.
I think seeing Kiriki ahead of her, she's just going to use an action to dash towards Kiriki, because she's seen her in action and knows that this is a tornado of blades, so she's gonna be safe there.
Fair.
So yeah, she just dashes.
Okay. If you would like, you can actually use your reaction and hold your movement so that wherever Kiriki goes, you can follow.
Yeah, I'd like to do that.
Okay. Kiriki, it is now your turn. Please make a perception check.
Oh no.
We're all so good at perception.
We're so good at perceiving. Oh, that's a 3.
Oh, no. Christ, what the fuck?
So, Kevin, your next character was a what? No,
it's gonna be Malachi again. I'm just gonna revive him from the dead again.
All right, so Kiriki, like her, you weren't really paying attention. You were carrying this old man. You were trying to get his nakedness off of you. And then you heard like something in the distance, but you're not really sure where it came from. You're not really sure who it was. I don't know.
Okay. We heard something, like a shout?
Probably. There's also a lot of people here right now talking, especially on the other side of him. There's a large group of almost 10 people that are like talking to each other. There's weapons being moved around between you and him. I mean, it's easily explained as to why you got a 3 and a 4 over there.
There's a lot of bodies. It's very distracting.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
The way you chose to say that is so concerning, Becca. There's a lot of bodies.
You're welcome. Yeah, Kiriki has no idea.
Okay, I mean, if you want to also hold something. Just kind of like look over towards Castor. Be like, did you hear something? And he's going to be like, no.
Oh, he heard everything.
He heard everything.
Kiriki is going to like look over and I guess, watch Castor. And if he moves, she'll move.
All right. So you're both holding. Kiriki will follow Castor, and Nephali will follow Kiriki. And going down the line, Castor! Please make a perception check. Let's see if we can get above a 2.
Well, yeah, definitely. So
Definitely.
Why would you say that?
He's not you. It's okay. It works for him.
Oh, okay, fair enough. You're going to do great, buddy.
16. Damn it. Those are some low rolls.
Castor, you are pretty sure you heard Malachi yell something from kind of...
I'm gonna use one of my inspirations because I have 2, and I will reroll this.
Okay, let's see how it goes.
26.
You heard Malachi say there's more in a very specific, dramatically inclined, aggressive tone to ensure you... or to ensure your senses and your hearing that there is fighting to be had and Malachi needs help immediately.
That's exactly what I wanted to convey with that. Thanks, Todd.
And the direction that I heard it from?
It would be south-southeast by 132 feet, according to you, maybe plus 6 inches.
I actually see him.
What?
He's in my field of view from where I'm sitting.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh yeah, you're right at the exact angle to see between the buildings.
Yes.
So he is across the people, across the bodies, across the buildings, across the center market, and yeah.
Well, I yell to Kiriki and Nephali, say, Malachi's in trouble. He's there over the buildings, and I show and I start running to the best of my ability.
God bless you, man.
I guess I can reach here.
Yeah,
my knight in shining robes.
You can reach, you can get across the center market area. I say center market right now. It's just mostly a graveyard with armory.
Yes.
Yeah.
The center grave armory.
Yeah. But you're able to go there. Unfortunately, yeah, Kiriki and Nephali, you can only run 30 feet because you were using your movement, whereas he can run 60.
Yep.
I am dangerously low on spells.
It's okay. There's only 2 of them. How bad could it be?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Let the bonking begin.
And yeah, so from your point of view, as you get across this market area in between the buildings, you can see that there are 2 people on either side of him, both wearing kind of this dark Theban Black Helm Guard armor. And I'll say, because you're insanely perceptive, that you can see that they have claws and there's something really strange about their skin, like it's moving around. But the people around you, as you run past them, they do look alarmed.
Okay, then that's my turn.
Okay. After that, it is Damaris's turn, and she/it.
Would you say shit? Perhaps.
Yes, shit is going to. She's going to try to claw you.
Yes.
Her voice is going to kind of take on a raspy tone. Your pretty face is going to be clawed off.
I don't know why you're doing this, you fucking idiots. We just killed an entire...
Why are they shouting their attack names like anime characters?
Face, wrecking claw, go!
Well, I shouldn't have said anything, because I rolled a 12 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna miss.
And then she just kind of hisses at you and goes to bite your fucking face. She goes to bite your cheek. Ooh, 25 to hit. Sorry. 25 to hit.
Even with my new armor class of 24 with the shield spell up, that still hits.
I'm sorry, it was actually a 27 because of flanking.
Yeah, it still hits.
So that's 16 points of piercing damage as she bites you in the face.
Ow. And
if the target is a humanoid, its charisma score is reduced by 1d4. So let's go ahead and get
Can
this
I roll
out
it?
of
I
the
roll
way.
like shit.
You know what? Sure. Do it to yourself. Roll a 1d4.
Okay. I believe in you.
I'm in suspense.
Oh, 3.
So your your charisma is dropped by 3 points, effectively
Damn.
losing a modifier. She kind of like, it feels like she tears off part of your skin as it starts to decay around the area. And you feel yourself go from like a 10 on the attractive scale and just drop to an 8, just like boom, right there.
Dang, I actually lost 2 modifiers from that.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's not great for me. Okay.
But that is the end of her turn. Top of the next round, it is back to you, Malachi. You are stuck in between them. I don't know if that's where you want to be.
My shield spell ends, I believe. Let me see what the shield. If it's end, I can't think if it's end or beginning of my turn. Until the start of your next turn. Okay, yeah. So my shield spell drops. He is going to. Oh man. I have a question for you, Todd.
Yes, sir.
Would it be within reason for Malachi to assume that they have been infected in the same manner as the guards and soldiers in Thebes that we came from?
No, they look very different. They're acting very different. And
Okay.
It was immediate in Thebes.
Right.
Like
Okay.
they were taken over and their bodies started transforming. Whereas this one, it looks like they were human and then they're transforming just out of nowhere.
Okay.
You know what? Well, a history check.
History check? Okay.
A history check.
11.
Something about this and the way his mouth moved to a translucent skin looks slightly familiar, but you can't quite put your finger on it.
Malachi is going to. He's in a tough spot. He's getting uglier by the second.
Been there.
What can I do? He's panicking. He's in full flight or fight mode, and Malachi doesn't know how to fight. So he is going to fight. I'm going to go ahead and. So that's a 26 to hit.
26.
I'm attacking the dude.
Okay, yeah. You turn around away from her and you attack him. You swing your sword and you hit him hard.
Okay, I'm going to do another attack. That one's a 22 to hit.
22 will hit, yes, sir.
Okay.
Best defense is a fucking great offense.
That's the Malachi way. And then, do these creatures still classify as demons?
They do classify as demons, yes, sir.
Good. All right, that is going to be 55 points of damage.
Oh my god. Okay. You hit him with a grievous wound, splitting his skin, and you can see black blood pouring out from, looks like almost an overcoat of red blood. Like there's the skin, and then under it is translucent skin. So the red blood is coming out of the surface layer, and then under it with the translucent skin, you can see his black blood pouring out of it as he wails out in pain. He looks very hurt from that.
Yeah.
Definitely bloodied already.
Malachi, turns away from the woman and leans his full blow into this dude's chest, just takes these 2 huge strikes against him. And then I'm going to, as a bonus action, I'm going to... Oh, that's not a bonus action spell. Never mind. I'm not going to do that. Thought it was, but it's not. That's the end of my turn.
You have Dimension Door. Do you have Misty Step?
I do not have Misty Step, and my Dimension Door is spent for the day, unfortunately.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
But you beat a really, really, really big boss. Saved everybody. It was worth it. For this moment right here. It is Dorian's turn, the one you just severely wounded.
Yes.
He cries out in pain, and then as a reaction, he just kind of raises his claw, trying to scratch at you. As an 18 to hit.
That will miss.
Okay. After he does that, he kind of leans forward, trying to bite you on the arm. As a 22 to hit.
I'm going to cast the shield spell again.
Good idea.
as it misses, as this like it kind of looks like a swirl of shadows kind of rips up from the ground above him, and it just like stops his attack.
So badass. All right. So both his claw and his bite miss as this black and red blood pour onto the ground under him. Nefeli, it is your turn. Make a perception check. Because right now you're just kind of blindly following Kiriki. Maybe not blindly, but just following.
But I shouted at them and I told them, right?
Yeah.
This time it's 15.
Okay. You can pinpoint well enough that he is probably on the most southern point of this town, like the southeast, but where the southern parts of the burnt buildings were. You hear the demon crying out in pain. You heard Castor say that he was over there. You just have quite a run ahead of you.
Yeah, I'm gonna dash.
Okay. Past the market, past the people. You got about 100-foot sprint. Alright. So Nefeli, you run by all the people. Some of them look alarmed, and they look like they're trying to grab any weapon that may be nearby. One of the women at the back kind of looks at you as you're running up, and she grabs a symbol on her neck, but she's not doing anything. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, unless you let me try to identify what sort of symbol it is like.
Oh, yeah, sure. I will give it to you for free, actually.
Oh.
Get something out of the kindness of his heart. Careful.
Huh?
Nothing. Go on.
She's a follower of Ampiarios, but she looks to be a priestess of some kind.
Okay, so she's gonna give her a priestly glance.
Yeah, you stop chasing to help Malachi, and you're like, hold on, he can wait. Okay, we bow. We respect each
very
other.
priestly of you.
Kiss each cheek. Hug. Secret handshake.
Make out sloppy style.
Every priest, every time. All right. I guess that's all you're doing there. Kiriki, I believe it's your turn. Yes, it is. What would you like to do? Roll a perception check, please. Just to narrow down, or just to see if you can go straight there without seeing where Castor and Nefeli are going.
I'm so bad at these. That's a 14.
With the help of Castor, that lowers the shit out of the DC because he basically told you what's up. You can run past everybody and know the same thing that Nefeli knows.
Okay, I'm going to use my full 60.
Mm-hmm.
I see there's a crowd over here, like where Nefeli and Castor are.
Yep.
And he said Malachi was in danger, correct? Or something. Yeah, Kiriki books it the opposite way of not like the opposite way, but like around the crowd so she doesn't get stuck in them. So she goes around, they're going in between those two tents in the center, and she goes the other way because there's a crowd of people right there. And she doesn't want to get stuck in traffic.
Stuck in traffic? That's funny.
Yeah. I can't see them from where I am. Can I? No, there's a building.
No, ma'am, there's a building in the way.
Got it.
Buildings. Who put these buildings here?
Can you move a little bit closer?
No, I cannot.
Damn it.
Unfortunately, that was my full 60.
That's funny right there.
And that... yeah, that's the end of my turn. I can't do anything else.
Okay. At the end of your turn, Castor, it is your turn. You heard the cry of the demon after the cry of Malachi, which means Malachi is probably still alive and fighting back.
How you looking, Malachi?
Uglier.
Right.
But by about half as many handsome points as I should have.
I'm trying to see what's gonna blow up.
Don't worry about that.
Well, I might worry soon. Wait. Huh. Not a lot of spells left. Well, I hope this. I hope. Oh wait, that's a bonus action, so I can do my. Yeah, I'm gonna. I will teleport. Next to Malachi and the lady. I will. Don't have unfortunately a lot of things to do. I will do a 3rd level cure wounds on Malachi.
Ooh.
Yay.
Yeah, they both look kind of shocked as you show up, and you hear kind of a hiss as the skin around their clawed hands turns into a translucent color, and the skin pulls back from around their mouth to reveal these large fangs that they are trying to bite him with. And the woman's looks like she has red blood on her teeth.
Malachi, not knowing the limitations of spell slots that Castor may have, just looks up at the demons and says, "Now I'll never fucking die, you idiots."
You're not wrong.
I heal you for 17 hit points.
Thank you.
That's a lot.
It ain't much, but it's honest work.
It's enough.
And I will take a small step to flank the lady with Malachi.
Smart. She just hisses at you as I believe it's her turn.
I hiss back. Can you imagine?
The woman in Abyssal says over your shoulder, Malachi, "You need to run." And the man responds in Abyssal, "No." And she turns to claw Castor.
Son of a bitch. Don't touch my healer.
Hey, bitch. I'm pristine. I haven't left a single hit point.
Well, you did tell her that you're not going to die now, so she's going to try to take care of that. Oh, does a natural 20 hit?
Yep.
Okay.
Fuck.
That is 15 points of slashing damage. And can you please make a Constitution saving throw?
15?
Yes, sir.
And a Constitution saving throw coming right up.
Yeah, that roll,
Fucking
there's
shit.
2 1s in that damage roll.
Yeah, I was surprised that I was expecting more.
Me too.
D plus an 11.
In 11,
No.
Yep.
you are paralyzed for 1 minute.
1 minute?
1 minute.
Oh.
You can make. The target can repeat the saving throw at the end of their turns, ending the effect on itself. But it's at the end of the turn, so that matters.
So I will lose the turn. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
A paralyzed creature is incapacitated and can't move or speak. The creature automatically fails strength and dexterity saving throws. This next part matters because she still has a bite. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage. Any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet. So she's going to attack with this advantage on this bite. She kind of smiles at you, Castor, as you're looking back at her with this paralyzed look. And then you see her mouth open, this translucent skin around her fangs kind of folds back almost with like a human coat, like she's just wearing it, as she goes to bite you in the throat. That is a 24 to hit. I know that hits. So she's going to roll this damage as if it was a critical. That is 24 points of piercing. I'm sorry, 29 points of piercing damage. And you know what? Let's keep this going. Kevin, will you please roll 1d4?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're doing it to everybody now.
Haha, 1.
You lose 1 charisma point there, Mr. Castor.
Bring my modifier.
Yeah, so
completely
Castor shows up, heals you, goes around the other one. You tell her you're fucked now, I'm never die. So then she tells the other one to run. He says no. She turns around, claws him, paralyzes him, and then bites him in the throat. And you see blood starting to pour down his robes as Castor took a pretty good chunk of damage there. That is the end of round 2. At the top of the next round, Nefeli, you're going to see that woman that is in front of you, that kind of, as everybody's getting distressed and grabbing weapons, and she's holding that pendant around her neck. As she says, Amphiarios, protect these heroes. And you're going to see a bit of a light come out and surround Kiriki and Nefeli. Actually, let me make sure. Where's my measuring thing? Why did it skip? Oh, perfectly 30 feet. Kiriki and Nefeli, you have bless.
Hashtag blessed.
Just a reminder, attack rolls and saving throws at a 1d4. But that is it. So, Malachi is first. I'm sorry. Malachi, it is your turn. Saw this happen to Castor. You heard that in Abyssal.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to do?
Yeah, nobody fucks with my Castor.
Split the damage.
I'm going to attack the woman. Do I still get flanking bonus if he's incapacitated?
Oh, fuck. I think it has to be a threat. He is still alive, and he is still being attacked, so I'm going to keep counting him as a threat. So, yes.
Okay. Then I'm going to roll that with the +2. I'm going to do a little something. Still got a spell slot left, and I'm going to use it to cast Banishing Smite on this attack.
Ooh.
Because I want to send this bitch right back to where she came from. That's a 23 to hit.
That's going to hit.
Okay.
But it's
I'm going to roll.
attack that... I'm sorry.
Yeah, what are you saying?
It's this attack that has to knock her below her half her hit points in order for it to work, right?
If it below 50, if she drops below 50 hit points from this attack.
Okay, so will you go ahead and do this damage first?
You bet.
You could do it.
So I'm going to roll the base damage first, and then I'll roll the smite damage after it, because that's easier. So 30 points normal.
Uh-oh.
And then it is 5d10 additional damage. That's another 30, so 60 total. And if that drops her below 50, she's banished.
Okay. Is there a saving throw?
Nope.
Okay. That put her below 50 for sure.
So let me double check it. If the attack reduces the target to 50 hit points or fewer, you banish it. If the target is native to a different plane of existence than the one you're on, the target disappears, returning to its home plane. While there, the target is incapacitated. It remains there until the spell ends, which is a minute.
Actually, this is going to get a little weird. Castor and Malachi, please make perception checks.
Okay.
While paralyzed?
Yes, sir. Well, because you can still see. You just can't.
In a certain field of view.
Yeah.
My rolls are horrible today.
I'm sorry, we're rolling perception?
Yes, sir.
Gotcha. Only a 4.
Nice.
I rolled a 15 total.
15. Okay. So as you banish her, and you're like, go home, bitch, or whatever you want to say, you know what? Why don't you say something?
Malachi, because he was facing the dude before taking attacks on the guy, and then he hears and sees Castor take those hits, and Malachi turns, and his eyes light up with this red energy, and he just growls out, "Stay away from him!" And then he turns and hits her with that massive attack as the sword glows bright green.
Yeah. So you see the spell tries to go off and is successful, but doesn't work as intended, as she seems to almost be teleported away or banished, and then just kind of explodes where she's standing, and for a slight moment, you see light, and Castor, what you see, what it looks like a round circle, and you catch almost what looks like the landmass, within the circle, a small bit of it, that looks like maps of Greece that you might have seen before. And then this circle is surrounded by a little bit of environment. Looks like there's some kind of open eye with a star inside of it, with rays coming out of it, maybe like the sun. And then there's a giant golden circle around that image. And then inside that golden circle, it looks like there's writing, and it looks almost celestial, but like an older version of it that you don't recognize. And then that just flashes in front of you as she explodes. Sounds weird, right? Well, I hate to leave you hanging, but here we are. See you next week.